The wildly triggered former Republican member of the House, George Santos, after being expelled, took to the platform formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, put out a bunch of messages formerly known as tweets, now known as excretions, threatening to take down multiple other Republicans in the House, including threatening to out a supposed gay Republican hiding behind, I guess, being anti-gay. You have to see this. And I love to see this. And remember, my interest is the following. I would rather have, if we think of, I would rather not have a two-party duopoly. My preference would be we have multiple strong parties in the country. We have a party that's to the left of the Democrats. We have a more reasonable centrist party. I would love to have more parties. We don't really have that. We have this duopoly. If we're going to have a duopoly for the good of the country, I would rather the Republican Party be sensible, functional, and moderate, because I believe that would become less of an impediment to getting things done. Instead, we have this whacked, MAGA-dominated Republican Party. Fine. Given that that's the case, I want them to self-destruct. I want them to destroy themselves. And look at the threats that George Santos is now making. We'll see whether any of this stuff is true. George Santos, after being expelled in the middle of the night, 12:19 in the morning, posting, quote, "On Monday the 3rd, ethics report I'll be submitting to the Office of Congressional Ethics is on Congressman, is it Congressman or Congresswoman LaLota? Actually, I'm not sure who LaLota is. Oh, it's Nick LaLota, Congressman LaLota. It has been raised in the local media that Congressman LaLota obtained his JD attending Hofstra in day school while he was supposed to be working at the Board of Elections at the same time. The questionable actions are, did Congressman LaLota no-show to his taxpayer-funded job while going to school? And if so, he can potentially have stolen public funds from the taxpayers of New York. Understand, the spelling and grammar is atrocious. I'm just presenting it to you as written. I will let the Office of Congressional Ethics determine the validity of this grave allegation." Okay, so first argument is Congressman LaLota supposedly was in school for his law degree while working at the Board of Elections. The Board of Elections is a taxpayer-funded job. Did he even really go, or was he collecting his salary without showing up while earning his law degree? Not the biggest scandal compared to Santos, but still potentially a scandal. But that's not where Santos is stopping. Then Santos posts to X, "Monday, I will be filing an ethics complaint against Congressman Mike Lawler for questionable campaign finance violations. Congressman Lawler owns portion of Checkmate Strategies, and he uses the same firm that he is a beneficiary of to pay for services related to his campaign. The concerning questions are, is Lawler engaging in laundering money from his campaign to his firm and then into his own pocket?" All right, this is a more serious allegation. What Santos is saying is that Mike Lawler hires a firm he has an interest in to do work for his campaign. So in essence, what he would be doing, if this is true, these are just allegations, is he raises money from donors, he hires a firm that he has an interest in, and then by virtue of owning that firm, he converts a portion of the campaign funds into income for himself. Self-dealing, money laundering, all of these things apply. But he's not stopping there. George Santos continues, "Monday, I will be filing an official complaint with the Office of Congressional Ethics against Nicole Maliotakis." I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She's a congressional member for Brooklyn and Staten Island, regarding her questionable stock trading since joining the Ways and Means Committee this Congress. Before joining the committee, the Congresswoman didn't have an active trading habit or a high volume stake. The question is, what set of information is she trading with? Very circumstantial, but what Santos is saying here is that Maliotakis didn't used to trade stocks. Suddenly she's on the Ways and Means Committee, where you at least theoretically have access to all sorts of information that could be actionable when it comes to publicly traded companies. Suddenly she's actively trading stocks. Is it a violation of the Stock Act or insider trading? Serious allegation, unclear if he has the evidence for it. And lastly, here is another person Santos is trying to take down. Let's talk about hypocrisy. Can someone ask Nicole Malia stock tips When did she become a savant in stock trading? The signature bank trades she did reeks of insider trading, much like Paul Pelosi's every trade. Nicole is in it for herself. Just look at her record and it speaks for itself. Nicole Malia Stock Tips is a dirty, dishonorable swamp creature selling the American people down a river for her own benefit. The difference between you and I is that I don't live in denial. I am a proud gay man and not afraid to say it. I guess arguing, excuse me, that Nicole Malliotakis is a closeted gay woman, a closeted lesbian or something like that. I don't know. So listen, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Yeah, right. But more importantly, I welcome this. If indeed Santos has the dirt on others, it doesn't excuse what he did to say other people are doing things incorrectly as well. Let's take them all down. Let's remove 3 more members of the House of Representatives that are Republicans. I welcome all of it, and I welcome the self-destruction of this very not serious party. And that may be the theme of today's show. If you want to see how not serious these people are, just wait until I show you Ron DeSantis's healthcare plan, okay? As bad as you think it might be, it's probably worse. So we'll take a quick break. We are only 4,000 YouTube subscribers away from 2 million at this point in time. Become one of our first 2 million YouTube subscribers at youtube.com/The David Pakman Show. We're going to do it this week, folks. It's happening this week. If you sit all day long while you work and you've never tried a desk that can transition between sitting and standing, it really is a game changer. I've had an uplift desk for a while. I use it every day to record the show, prepare for the show, do my office work. I'm sitting at an uplift desk at this very moment, and I've been using uplift desks for many years. We wanted them to be a sponsor, and we finally were able to make it happen. Standing while I work helps me get the creative juices flowing. I feel more productive. I'm focused. I'm more alert. And it's also healthier. I'm just moving around more. My circulation is better, which is just good for your health. I use the uplift standing desks because they don't wobble. Totally stable, even with all of my show equipment on them. The build quality is just tremendous. And you can completely customize the desk by choosing from over 100 desktop choices, hundreds of accessories. I have a whole bunch of them, including a USB hub and a keyboard tray and all sorts of things. They have free shipping, free returns, free return shipping, and an industry-leading 15-year warranty. My audience gets 5% off when you go to upliftdesk.com/Pakman and use the code Pakman5. The link is down below.